Hi, this is Lazzat with Lazzat Photography, and in our next Vendor Spotlight video interview, allow me to introduce you guys to Sam with 511. So, Sam, tell us a little bit about the venue. How did it all start?
511 has been an event venue for about 15 years. Originally was Trader John's, which any Pensacola native would know Trader John's. It was a native bar for all of the Navy people and everything like that. So as soon as it was done being a bar, it's turned into an event space for downtown Pensacola.
That's awesome. Hence, it explains this very interesting and intricate art, I guess,
yes,
you know, on the wall. So, which was one of the unique features about this particular venue, right?
Yeah.
Do we know a story behind this?
I've heard a couple different things. I've heard that it was put up right after Trader John's. It's just a piece. I've heard that there's some Greek mythology behind it. I'm not really sure what is correct, but it is a great conversation starter, especially at a wedding, during a cocktail hour, during a reception. People love it.
Absolutely, yeah. And do the couples put their sweetheart tables like right underneath it?
Not right here. A lot of people will definitely do it right next to the wall. It makes gorgeous photos, gorgeous videography. But most people do their dance floor right over here, so it's really the backdrop to the dance floor.
Oh, that would be an amazing backdrop.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So tell us a little bit about like how many people does the venue accommodate, you know, and do you guys offer packages, or how does it work? Like, for example, if I'm a bride who has never shopped for a wedding venue before, I wouldn't know where to start. And so guide me through it.
Absolutely. So we can hold up to 300 people with use of our side lawn. In here can hold up to 150 seated, and then we can do ceremony in the courtyard, we can do cocktail hour in the courtyard, we can do ceremony or cocktail hour or dinner and dancing out in the side lawn. There's no set layout, if you will, here. So you really utilize any of the spaces for whatever you like. We do have all-inclusive pricing, and then we just got a caterer and bartender for in-house. So you can do it all through me and all through 511, or you can branch out and get a couple of different vendors as well. So it is all-inclusive pricing, furniture, AV, the space, and everything like that.
Okay. What else does it include?
So it is, the original price is the inside and the courtyard. You can add the side lawns. So for those smaller parties, you don't have to add the side lawns. So you can have we typically have 75 to 150 guest count. And then for those larger parties, you could add on the side lawn if you wanted to. And then again, our furniture, which we have chairs and tables. And then our AV, which we have a projector screen, and speakers inside and in the courtyard, and 2 wireless microphones.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What about the price range?
So for weekends, Saturdays are our highest price range, and then Friday and Sundays are a bit lower, and then during the week, it's an hourly price.
Okay. If a bride is shopping for a venue, how much should she anticipate to spend, let's say, on a prime date on Saturday?
$3,000 for here, but again, that's all inclusive. So building courtyard, we can add the side lawn if needed. All of our furniture and AV is all included. And it is a 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. rental, so 14 hours, which is a ton of time to set up, party, get married, and then break it all down at the end of the night as well. So
that's amazing. So it's not an hourly charge, right?
Not for the weekends.
Yep. Wow, 14 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. What about bridal suite and groom's room? Do you offer those, and is it included in the price?
We are excited to say we are putting a bridal suite upstairs, so that should be done by the end of 2018 for the bridal suite. Grooms still have to get ready and kind of hang out off-site. We are looking into different room options, but it would be off-site still at one of our other venues. But we're very excited about that bridal suite upstairs. It should be around 1,000 square feet with a bathroom, a kitchenette for mimosas, and food to get ready, and plenty of outlets and lights and everything to do hair and makeup.
So you mentioned that you guys have in-house catering and DJ services, right?
In-house and bartending service.
And bartending, okay.
Yeah.
And DJ as well?
No, no DJ services. We do have those AV systems, so you can do your own DJ. So we have the aux cord where you can hook up to our in-house speakers inside and in the courtyard and do DJ all by yourself. But some people like to have that DJ because the DJ's really the MC of the night, so they really get everybody up, dancing, ready to go, doing the cha-cha slide. Even grandma's out and dancing, so you could do it either way.
Yeah, that's true. I always tell my couples that when you are planning a wedding, one of the things to remember is your guests are going to remember how much fun they had at the wedding, and that's based on how good of a DJ you are going to hire.
Exactly.
You know, so connecting with the DJ at a very personal level, you know, and who knows your personality and throws the best party ever, and that's what the guests are going to remember, basically.
Absolutely.
And how good food was.
Yes.
Yeah. If guests are hungry, then they're going to remember that as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But can the couples bring like their own vendors, their own catering company? Is that an option, or is there an additional charge if they have to bring their own catering company?
We actually do not allow you to bring your own catering company, but we do have 11 caterers to choose from. So there's a ton of options, anywhere from barbecue to fine dining to plated dinner to a taco bar. 11 options is a lot for a venue to have. So
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. So what about the open bar service? I know you mentioned you guys are offering the bartending services, right? Is it going to be an open bar? How does that work? Tell me a little bit about that.
So we just started this new bar venture, so it's super exciting and super new. You can do anything from a full open bar. You can do a cash bar. You can do open bar for 2 hours for the cocktail hour, and then do cash bar for the rest, because maybe your guests are all drinkers and you only want to pay for the first 2 drinks. There's unlimited options. You can have signature drinks. We have beer, wine, alcohol, all in this package and pricing. We're, again, very excited about this new venture and just trying to make it so all these people have all of the options, and it's a one-stop shop, inclusive pricing, just at 511, or you can go out and get one of those caterers to bartend as well. So you're not stuck with us too, so yeah, it's options.
So I see that 511 is trying to streamline all of the processes to make sure the wedding planning is as easy for the couples as possible, right? It's amazing what kind of a value that brings to the couples, and I'm sure they appreciate when you offer these all-inclusive options that are newly available from 511.
Absolutely.
So, any fun fact about your venue?
Fun fact. So, like I mentioned earlier, this used to be Trader John's, so I have a lot of, especially parents that are native Pensacola native, that come in and they're like, oh my gosh, I used to come here all the time. This was Trader John's. So it looks a lot different, and it just has so much history. The chandelier over here as well, that also has been here since, forever. This place actually used to be a chandelier shop as well as a shoe shop. So it's changed many hats. So just the history, I think, alone is pretty special for the venue.
That's great. That's great. What are new exciting things that are happening at 511 in the upcoming months? I know you mentioned you guys will be bringing brand new bridal suite.
Yes.
Are there anything else that's happening?
So we got the brand new bridal suite. Again, we're still looking at rooms options. We got to put them somewhere. Right now, a lot of them are either staying in hotels or Airbnbs and just coming in when it's time to get married and time to not. But we are also looking at getting a bunch of different rental pieces, so different lanterns, different centerpieces, and things like that to rent out. Different furniture pieces for the courtyard and things. And then I would say our other really exciting thing is, again, back to all inclusive, so it makes it super easy. We have other spaces in downtown to do rehearsal dinners, bachelorette parties. You can do a private cooking class at our space across the street at So Gourmet for your bachelorette party, and then hit the town, which is pretty cool. You can do bachelor parties over at the Blue Waffle Stadium. We could really throw every single piece of your wedding venture here in just the venues and different options that we have. So,
any piece of advice for the brides that are looking for a perfect wedding venue?
Perfect wedding venue. That's a great question. I would say either definitely look for all-inclusive or to lay out all the pricing up front so that you know exactly what you're getting into. And then just look for something that you can turn into something of your own. There's been 1,000 weddings here before, but there's always the bride that can come in here and make it different. You don't have to have the blush to match the wall. You can do navy blues. I've seen purples in here. So you can still make it your own, even though 1,000 other brides have done it before. So I would say just look for that space that can really just fit your budget and your vision. And don't just look at all the photos that everybody else has done before. You can definitely branch out.
Speaking about different decorations here at the venue, is there any one of them that stands out that was very unique and very unexpected?
I had a purple and gold wedding in here the other week. That was definitely unique, and the pictures are on our Facebook. I mean, it's a lot different than what we normally see, which is the blushes, the pinks, the grays in here. I've also seen a bounce house out on the sideline, which was pretty cool for the kids. And then bands are really cool in here. I mean, DJs are great, but to have a band in here, it's pretty cool. I mean, the acoustics work pretty well with them. So, and then I've also seen bands out in the courtyard, which is gorgeous, especially at night.
Yes, so with the twinkle lights.
Yes, yes, with our bistro lights and our tree and everything. Absolutely.
Awesome. Any funny stories about past events or past wedding?
Funny stories. So we've had a couple people come in here for rehearsals, and they just don't have any sort of direction with that person or a day of coordinator, so they kind of just come in and look at you like, okay, what do we do? Yeah, what do we do now? And it's like, okay. I'm no coordinator by any means, but I mean, I do my best to help. I would say funny because the couple was very, very nice and just easy to work with. We've had to move a beautiful ceremony from outside to inside and make it work.
Was it because of the rain?
Because of rain. You can tent the courtyard. It's just a couple of tents because of the tree. So you can't fully tent the whole thing, but we just moved it inside. But the couple was just great to work with, so it was easy to do. Some people ask me if it's haunted. As far as I know, it's not haunted in here. But I would say just having the different personalities in different couples, as I'm sure you know, it's just fun and just a great story in itself. Each couple has their own story, and you talk to them and you find something that you're having in common. So it's just great to work with so many different types of people.
Yeah. Usually when couples don't hire that one person, the coordinator, the wedding planner, and if there is no coordinator on site at the venue, guess who they look at? They look at the photographer.
Yeah.
And they say, Lazzat, what do we do?
Yeah.
And usually in those cases, I help them plan their wedding. I create their wedding timeline, and I explain how long certain things take, you know, how much time it takes to photograph a bridal party of like 8 people or 2 people,
right? You
know, and depending how big their families are, you know, how long does the family portraits are going to take, you know, so all of this. That's amazing. Do you guys offer cleanup services?
We actually, our caterers, one of our 11 caterers will actually clean it. They take the trash with them. We have very limited availability here on site. We don't have a dumpster or anything, so they take the trash, they'll break down the furniture, they'll clean up. They all follow policies and procedures, and that's why they're one of our 11 caterers. We have their insurance, so guests and couples don't have to go get their own insurance. It's all through us, so it really makes it that much easier because they will provide all of those things for the couple.
Now, is the cleanup included in the catering prices?
For some caterers, yes, and for some caterers, no. It just depends on which one they go for and how extensive the setup is.
Okay. All right. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sam, tell us how our brides can find you. Where can they find you?
Absolutely. So we are located at 511 South Palafox, so super easy to remember, in downtown Pensacola, right next to the Ruby Slipper. And the best way to reach us is either by phone, which is 850-637-1044, or by email at events@511palafox.com.
Thank you so much, Sam, for sharing us all the stories about your venue and taking time from your busy schedule. And I really appreciate it. I look forward to working with you in all of the future weddings, and I'm excited about new ventures and new things that are happening at 511, and I cannot wait to see the bridal suite.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. We're very excited for the bridal suite, and I appreciate you being here and sharing our story.
Absolutely. It's our honor. Thank you.
Thank you.